with another Andy Diva production stream. And I'm going to quickly share this stream because I have to spread some thing about it. Now that it's done, hello Moa. Great to see you. I'm currently going to work on page 33 of the comic. Hello there. I'm seeing you. I'm going to prepare my storyboard. Or screenplay. Oops. Here's going to be a little panel where Shanika throws the die. Today is Irving's birthday. He turned 24. Happy birthday to the guy. I posted the official art at my community post. And also, I did like a little redraw of Ren and Stimpy today. I don't really want to show it to you, but I also did a little study, a little thing where I checked upon hunching over. I used one of my characters, Billy Bam, as an example sort of drawing. Here he is. It's a very simple drawing of someone hunched over because there's like another drawing of someone hunched over, and it's more detailed with like folds and everything. The really only fold you can see here are the clothing folds and this fold for the chest. Other than that, and nothing really more. No belly folds, no nothing. Just a guy who relaxed. You pointed out that the body shape is more so a square instead of an upside down pentagon, whatever you can say. Nice to point out the little difference between being hunched over and having shoulders so higher. If your shoulders are higher on someone, then you can see that your body shape is still regular. It's still like a upside down pentagon, whatever. Here's like an additional drawing of raised shoulders. Okay, back to comic doing. What did I even get this stream for? Okay, I probably don't have to place it, make the head this like that. I'm gonna use some figurines as references. As I'm redrawing it, Irving appeared a notification that you were streaming. Huh. I'm gonna do some foreshortening here for Nika's hand, cause why not? Makes the drawing look so better, I think. Oh, of course, if you know what you're doing. Hello, MW. I started redesigning him at like at the 9:45. Currently, it's 4:03 p.m. I'm gonna make these little motion lines, I think. Okay, since this is her. I. Okay, there's the music. It's was a really quick job to complete this page. Who likes Elena 209 in Russian? I'm pretty sure there's no Russian people who are watching this right now, since it's more so an English-oriented stream. By the way, this is the first page of my batch of. This is. Wow. This is the first page of my third batch of pages. I make a new. Every batch of pages, I try to make 16 pages per batch. But in the first episode of the series, it was different. If sometimes it was 8, sometimes it was 12, sometimes it was 16. But I got used to doing 16 per batch. Alright, I have to do the text too. I'm listening to like Romeo and Juliet's Montagues and Capulets from Prokofiev, and for whatever reason, the first part sounds like a dance of the knights. Oh, what kind of chocolate do you like most? I, like everyone, I prefer milk chocolate, especially salty chocolate. It's salty chocolate is one of the cases where it's just sweet. It comes together well with salty. I like Milka Vedel. Milka, yes, I'll probably like milk chocolate too. I'm making this little thing where the text actually goes out of the panel because it's a little difficult to get text into such a small space. Man, the music is really quiet. I'm gonna go to the next one. Now I'm gonna do the outline itself. Yo. Hi, hello viewer. Hello, Ruby. I decided to add the teeth and the inside of the mouth into Nika's face just to make it a little wacky. Just look at how stupid she looks that way. Again, I'd really only add this sort of thing for characters like Nika to make the facial expressions wackier or just generally more expressive. There's probably time. I love your drawing. I think it's gonna be time for me to buy a new fine liner because dang it, I pushed it quite deep. Still, it's still usable, but I have to buy another one soon. The one that I'm using is not too expensive of a brand. It's a local brand that you could buy at the online stores, and each vinyl I think costs around 170, maybe something, maybe a little less per liner. And there is another branch of the brand. The fine liner brand that I'm using is Malevich for now. I sometimes use Sakura Pigment, and even then, that's for either certain drawings or drawings outside of the show. Malevich is not too expensive of a brand since, again, it's a local brand. And there's another branch which is supposedly a pro branch of the fine liners, and even then, the pro brand, the fancier branch is somehow cheaper than the regular ones. But the thing is that with the fancy brand, you have to buy them in various sizes. So there are like little packs of fine liners. And if you would divide everything together, then they somehow the fancy brand again turning out to be cheaper than than the regular branch of fine liners. God damn, it's my head hurting. Wait. Okay, I'm now back. Does this person have dementia? I don't know. You can, of course, buy more professional brands of fine liners, such as Sakura Pigma online, but they're way more expensive. The Malevich ones, this one at least cost around 150 to 175 per fine liner, while for Sakura Sakura Macron, each costs 300 rubles, which is quite a big price for something as simple as fine liners. Or I could just say very thin markers. On June 10th, 2007, 19th episode of John King got released, and there's a scene related to Rex's birthday. Кто-то есть здесь. Кто-то есть здесь, Руби. Полак. Малы. There are a lot of Polish people out here. The thing is that I fairly understand the Polish language, but I don't really know how to write in it. I can type in some basic. I can think of some basic lines such as "Este Malona" or "Este Stubi." Those are examples, but other than that, I cannot really make up a sentence. I can understand Polish sentences, but not make one myself. I have to probably learn about the Polish grammar to actually know how to make a Polish sentence myself, since both Polish and Russian are similar languages and are in the same language branch. Wait, isn't there like a word for 2 times? No, twice. Oh wait, did I just reference a K-pop band? I know absolutely nothing about Dinosaur King, but the title reminds me of Shaman King. I haven't watched that thing too. But the only thing that I know from Shaman King is that they parodied Ren and Stimpy as Pancho and Chincho, whatever they're called. The Stimpy looking one, his, you know, big, that are covered by diapers. It's weird seeing Ren and Stimpy being referenced in Japanese anime. They were also referenced in Panty and Stocking, but this time they were like black, quite literally. Again, it's quite weird seeing Ren and Stimpy being referenced at Japanese anime specifically, since Japan isn't really the place with Ren and Stimpy fans. Unlike something like America. Heck, I think even Russia has more Ren and Stimpy fans. Although Russia has more people overall than Japan. I've heard that there was a Ren and Stimpy reference in Tamagotchi Video Adventures. Huh. I have heard that the population of southeastern Asian countries, Japan, Korea, has been declining. The birth rates, I think I'm just gonna type it in myself. Ren and Stimpy Tamagotchi or whatever. Oh. Okay, let me just find it real quick. I'm gonna get it to my stream through the computer. I'm gonna find the Ren and Stimpy reference and figure out if it's an actual Ren and Stimpy reference. Okay, there it is. Hi. Okay, finally. Okay, good. It's loading. It's loaded up. I just have to wait until it's actually loaded up because it loads a little slowly. Because of the fact that I probably watched Ren's. I. You eat the yacht. Now that's a nice Ren and Stimpy reference right here. They even got Ren's main thing, him saying "you idiot." That's quite the reference. There are also some extra references in more so Western cartoons. I've even seen that Family Guy in one episode. There's like a guy wearing Ren and Stimpy slippers. You can find it if you want to. There's even a video with all Ren and Stimpy references being listed out. I'm just gonna find the thing that I was listening to. Honestly, I recommend watching the full movie. Oh, it's a movie. If you like Tamagotchi. I never really had a Tamagotchi outside of like a mobile versions, and even then, it's 45 minutes long. The first stream that I had was both the longest and the most popular, probably because it was long. I think I'm gonna make the fist face this side. I'm not really into Tamagotchi now, so I'm probably not going to watch the movie. Honestly, sometimes just compare my newer works to older works. For example, I'd compare the first episode of Andy Van Diva to the third episode, which I'm working on right now. Or heck, I'd even compare the second episode to just to see how I evolved a little bit. And heck, I'd even compare to my own. Okay. The first adult Tamagotchi I had was Muschi. Okay, the one that goes to sleep very late and wakes up very late. Bill. Oh. I have seen Tamagotchis being sold at my local shops, but they were also pretty expensive, so I never really got one. Oh boy, when I found out that foreshortening is a thing, oh boy, did I start using it quite a lot. This is a panel of an example of foreshortening, where this hand is significantly closer to the camera than the character itself. Some motion lens will help. And I did the page. Now we're going only have to color it. Okay, good. I'm the youngest. If you were, I'm the youngest. Anina's only a mere month older than me. Take the die then. Okay, if you would like to ask the Tamagotchi was the unicorn one from that was made in the 20th anniversary back in 2017, I still have it, but I don't know where. And of course, I will color in the Nika's eyelids as well because I always color eyelids, just like in Ren and Stimpy. Some speed lines, cause why not? Okay, now that I did the page, thankfully it's time to go to page 34. Whoops. The story of the page is it's most likely gonna be that Nika throws the dice, she moves her piece, and maybe Jehovah would come in and see everything. gonna use some of my very old comics as a reference to. Yeah. Club for hands, I suppose. Hey. My very old comics, I'm gonna use them because there's a little section that I want to use. Freedom Heaven! I will definitely try to make a video about my own comics sometime. I'm gonna show what's in there. Fan club? Is that a reference to Simpy's fan club? I'm definitely gonna show you one of the pages, one of the little panels. I'm just gonna take this out. Come on. This is one of the pages of said old comic. It's called Clonolade, and this, as you can see, the storyboard of how the comic goes is a little weird. I want to talk about this little panel right over here with Agatha, the left one, Anna, the middle one, and this guy on the right. I seemingly made a little Hatsune Miku reference with the face. Because sure, why not? There's also other characters. This is one of the pages of said comic. And again, I'm going to try and do a video about them because I want people to know about my past at least a little bit. We need to make a cameo in Andy Vandiva. There's also an extra old comic that is even older than Clonolade called Ketchum Pirates, and it's basic. And you could refer it in the worst way. And the worst way I could describe a Ketchum Pirates is One Piece wannabe. It was not even going to try and be a One Piece sort of comic. It's just that both One Piece and Ketchum Pirates are coincidentally the pirate comics, with the main character being a silly and wacky little feather. And a little fun fact is that this is the comic which still sort of has my old art style, stick limbs and all. And despite it being a very old comic from 2+ years ago, there's still like styles which I consider good. For example, at page 10, this big old page, the main characters is Jenny, this one, Rick, this guy, and Doe, this fella. I want to show you this little panel because it's still sort of good. It still holds up to my standards. Although you got to sort of see that I didn't color it through and it sort of looks like she has pupils. What? Snake-looking pupils? And even then, the panel still looks good if you did not pay attention to it that closely. And even then, I think that the Ketchum Pirates had more potential than Clonolade, because with Ketchum Pirates, there were completely original characters, but with Clonolade and even Diva, there are characters who are based on me and my people. Clonolade has 5 characters, which are all basically just self-interest of me. And fun fact, there is the original. Was this made during the early Rebel Cookie days? Ketchum Pirates was made during 2022 with the first half, while Clonolade was made a good year later, around at the same month time. Again, in Clonolade, there is the original Arena. Arena, a cutie striving for everything, and she usually live streams games for fun. Look, it's her, Arena, the original one. both both Clone Elite and Catching Pirates are comics that were dropped right at the production of the first ever episode. And there's this little, and heck, I even made little notes where should at the little supposed trivia segment. There's a high comparison of all of the sisters: Alona, Anna, Agatha, Anna, and Adeline. And I wrote in here, is she floating? Because it looks like she's floating. As you can see, Agatha is the tallest one, so that means less serious. Anna, the girl at her left side, is the absolute tiniest. And I'm going to say that she's a whole nother species. I'm still wishing to make a comic of my own, though. You seem to inspire me. Anna is this sort of combination of a zombie and a human. What I used to call back in the day a hunbi. Again, a combination of a human and zombie. The thing is that humans could turn into zombies if they got infected with a virus, and this is and they could have a chance to be stuck in this state between a human and a zombie. And yes, Adina, the original one, she's right here, the original. The very last page that I did not even finish. There's this little panel of Adeline saying, will I should find anything here? And then I should wrote right next to the panel, no you won't. Which is a little funny. Will I find anything here? No you won't. She changed a lot, to be honest. I think Clone Elite is around the time where I started to get a little bit more of a Cookie Run influenced art style with how in Catching Pirates everyone had stick limbs, while in Clone Elite everyone suddenly got the actual arms and legs. I could show you with very old drawings of both the Clone Elite comic and the Catching Pirates comic. There's this very old thing that I had. And heck, there was even, in one of the very old notebooks, there was even like an original idea for a right side of the brain and left side of the brain for a character. This is Penny, the right side of the brain. And then this is Mary, the left side. As you can see, because Mary is the smart one, she has leg glasses. And because Penny is the right side of the brain, she seems more friendly, more cute. As you can see, she both have stick limbs. And just simple black dot eyes. Oval eyes. In the past, I was a lot more of a Cookie Run sort of fan than right now. And I sometimes even use the charcoal pencils and all. This is one of the drawings of one of the main Catching Pirate characters, Rick. And this is still good up to my standards. It looks decent. He is this crazy guy who was a veteran pirate in his white eyes. That's when you know he's a wild guy. Well, alright, I have to do the comic. I'm just showing old stuff to you all. And heck, I even drew myself like this. This hair, stick limbs, and these legs. Very thick legs. No neck. I did this little challenge. Mean different things. There's like 1 minute, closed eyes, from memory, with reference. Oh good god, this looks horrifying. And with opposite the hand, which is the right, I am a lefty. I was also a big old Brawl Stars fan back then, but I'm definitely not much of a Brawl Stars fan now. Although, for whatever reason, I sometimes actually get Brawl Stars related to content. Although I do not want to play the thing. Close Ice is actually relatable, not gonna lie. And there's this guy, which... There's this big old guy here, which is basically another very old notebook, but situated around in 2022. 7 just to 2020 to 2022. It's just 1 year. I want to find the various... a certain drawing. It was like related to the Cartoon Network trend. Okay, there it is. There it is. This is like the Cartoon Network trend, but with my characters from Catching Pirates. There's Stowe, and then there's Shenny. And then right on the other side, there's Shenny again, and then there's Rick. Look at the guy. Oh my god, what have I done to this man? And they don't even have noses. Again, Catching Pirates has quite a lot of potential. I might even bring them to Andy and Diva's actual characters, not just some mere cameos. And I even drew Doe in an alternative AU. Here she is. Doe, wholesome AU. She has a different head, and she looks friendly. I could go on and on and on about showing old notebooks, but again, this is an Andy and Diva production stream after all. What am I supposed to... This is where I'm doing the Andy and Diva comic, not the showing off all things. Oh, by the way, I have to go for a little bit. Okay, now that I'm back, Yui's hairstyle is similar to Penny's. Wait, isn't her name like Jenny? With a J instead of a P. Okay, now to storyboarding. Because I have to. I have to do the thing where I have to storyboard. Oh, the WarioWare penny. Okay. The black here somewhere. I think there's gotta be this long panel where Shahava is actually seen for the first time in a comic. Not in each series overall, but the first time in the episode. The very first time Hava actually appears in a series is around the start of chapter 2 at page 6 of the first episode. And good god, does she look weird. And then again, this was the first episode of the show, so the drawings there are really rough. Even at the second half, which I considered okay, he now has really rough drawings. Especially at the point where I actually started drawing Eva with a pointy mouth. I think that there's gonna be a big panel here. I don't know what to do. Should I make like a little panel? Should I make something like... Should I put the panel where I do have right over here? Or right over here? The other panels are gonna be here? Or the other panels are gonna be here? I don't know honestly what to do. Hey, I can even turn this into a big ol' long panel. I even have a little reference of old panels that I have from Pinterest. Yep, there it is. And then again, I think it's gonna be like... The problem is that I want to do a little something like a Z direction. Wow, can I really do that, to be honest? I think I'm gonna do a little something like this. Nika's like 1, 2, 3. Huh? And then there's gonna be a panel of Hava. I'm definitely gonna make Hava the main focus first. In one of my old notebooks, I definitely have the little infrastructure of it, which is the very last page of the notebook, so I have to use it. Here's the little infrastructure of Anina's room. There's like a carpet dead in the middle of the room. There's her table, her supplies, a TV, her windows, and her couch. Totally not based on my living room. Here are gonna be the supplies, and then there's gotta be Hava coming right into the room. like to listen to dramatic music. I think there's gotta be a little section at the chapter 3 of this comic where all of the four girls, Arina, Hava, Eva, and Nika, actually played the Starcatchers game because Hava came into the room and they wanted to play the game. I'm gonna go. Bye. О, new viewer. Сец wszystkim pozdrawiam serdecznie. Siewierne Polska. Wciąż pozdrawiam wszystkim. I don't really know what this means, but I definitely think that they're celebrating someone just from the word pozdrawiam. There's gotta be here have a sin like ain't just it's just like a awesome crash weekend or something like that, and then have a Nika here is like, yeah, why don't you come in with us and enjoy the fun or something like that. Two classes, girls. Плюс в Польsce Северин. Я jestem z Polski, ale moje imię to się Severin. Hello, Igor. Nice to see you back. Here are gonna be like two panels at page 45 where Hava sits down and looks at how the girls are playing the game. Of course, until she gets her turn at this Starcatchers game. Fun fact. No. Fun fact for some of you, Hava's religion is actually Muslim. She is Muslim. Because she is based on my friend who is also Muslim. Okay, now that the storyboard page is done, popcorn emoji. I'm actually gonna do the page. Bardzo... No. O. Bardzo ładnie malujesz. Malujesz is like good job or something like that, because there is a similar word in Russian, молодец, and I think maluyesz means the same thing. Although, fun fact, in Russian, that same word, молодец, you could change the stress of the word and make it mean an entirely different thing. Молодец. Молодец basically means a young person, while молодец is used as sort of a good job thing. Kind of fits since Hava's voice actor Rainbow Cutie lives in a country where there are a lot of Muslim people here. She's Hindu though. Well, of course I know that she's Hindu. She has posted a few religious things, Hindu religious things, at both her YouTube channel and her Tumblr channel. I remember there's, but then again, I find her change from Muslim to Orthodox Christian to still be respectful. No, wait. I am Orthodox Christian. I was born into a Christian family, but Hava is still Muslim. 8.8. Okay, let's see. Як масит имя и скат, естественно, я есем с Тоня Северен Польска. Я волене мовик. Где я мескам и як мама на имя и отец. Also, Elena, now that you gave me an idea, is it okay if I draw have him wearing Muslim clothes? Well, I think as in like hijab and all. I think if I should get permission from the one and only Yahava, then I might allow you to actually do that to Hava. Okay. Okay. But then again, I don't really know if you can actually do that. Since Hava is a teenager and I've mostly seen her without really anything that religious, such as a hijab and all. Does that mean that I need permission from Evil Uzumaki to do that? Most likely, because again, I do not really know if we should actually like people to draw her with Muslim clothes. I cannot believe that the Hava genuinely named her channel Eva Uzumaki, as in like Naruto Uzumaki. Because Hava is a really huge. She is a huge Naruto fan, and somehow I have seen a person named Islam Nobut draw Mario as a Muslim before, so I think it should be okay to do that. And even then, Mario is most likely a Christian because of his more so European descent. Even then, I don't really think about it. Hello, Robert. Georgi Толстиков? Тут вообще-то уже русский. Странно. There's also Emilia Ruras. I hope I pronounced your name right. Are you like Spain? Wait, is that a Russian person part of your family? No. I don't have a guy named Georgi. My brother already has a channel, my mom already has a channel, but my dad doesn't have one. And even then, he has a different name. Konstantin, if anyone is wondering. You like paint? Well, I do like painting sometimes. For example, when I'm doing a cover of an episode, yeah, I know. When I do a cover of the episode, I always color it with watercolors. And I also go to an art school where we'd get watercolor paint lessons, sometimes even gouache. My art, my art teacher, offset art school, actually said that in more professional art schools, they don't have gouache lessons. They really only have oil and the watercolors. Сетсига. Rupi Чококуки можешь писать по-польску и за помойки. Может, can you write in Polish? Всему. Jeśli nie rozumiesz mojego angielskiego, to mogę. Okay, I think I forgot the stars. Ugh. I forgot the Nika stars. One, two, three. Huh? Не можешь, если не собранием. You can't. Не можешь, если. Them. You can do that in a group, I think you're saying. 1, 2, 3. Huh? I think it would be convenient if, like in my room, there would actually be like a mirror closet. Yes, I do have a mirror closet in my living room. If anyone is wondering. Okay, the second episode is the second book of Andiva Andiva is completely collapsing. What have I done with? Never mind. Polska? No, tak. Polska. Okay, so bis. Hello, Alex. Nice to see ya. No viewer here. Я тирас глотам, я колено роби комикс. Макдональдс и KFC. Все так выпутишь. Yes. Выпутишь. Finally, Hava appears in the comic. The next episode, oh, Polish people talking to with each other in my stream again. How nice. The next episode of Andiva Andiva would definitely be about Hava. And how she makes a sort of a gardening shop turned gardening school. I'm going to read out the little description and the title for the episode. Hava's flower schooling see. Hava prepares and makes a garden shop that she has with the help of Arina and Eva. With Arina being overly optimistic, she creates things way sillier and different than Hava. But Eva takes this more seriously and also does it differently. Together, Eva, Hava, and Arina try to make the perfect garden shop. It also made into a flowering school. That is what the episode is. Nie wiem, po prostu. Again, the episode is gonna be an episode where Shahava actually gets an important role. Her name is right literally in the episode. I think that eventually Diva is actually going to get a fair Polish audience, and there could even be a chance that the comics are going to be translated into Polish. Because I have heard from at least Papas, yes. Because from what I've heard, at least in some like TV tropes, Prince Mewtwo Party cartoon does have a little bit of a cult following in Poland. And even then, I don't really know if that's true. Do widzenia. Is that like Polish for goodbye? Okay, now that I made the little panel for Hava, there's gonna be like the rest of the comic. I definitely think that someone like Hava will be the character that wouldn't really get many silly, wacky facial expressions. Since she is the chillest one, you could say. Whoops. Only within an hour, so Mikey Berry has been drained from 47% to just 1. YouTube can mess up a phone. However, we'll definitely refer to a DIY weekend as a crafts weekend. Or a crafts day. A crafts day, huh? A crafts day, hmm? Ну-ка. I don't know. Севков. Севков. Here's going to be the panel where Nika's like, yeah, it is. Get in. I think I'm going to do a little thing and make this panel a little bigger. Яка или масло? I'm gonna pull up a little calculator. I'm going to make this panel actually 2/4 instead of 3/4. Я мам. Один силят. В стене повинам если запасов быть на интернете в тым веку, ну але вес. Goodbye, I'm go for a walk. This little 2/1 panel actually looks like the 4x3 format. There might even be a 16:9 panel with the 3/4 panel instead of the 2/3. This little thing looks like movie format. This little thing looks like 16:9. This looks like 4x3. I really like the 4x3 format because cartoons such as Ren simply use the 4x3 format. I don't know how I compose this little panel. I think I'm gonna do it like this. I want to have this nice real quick. Yeah, when you would do something like live streaming, your phone's battery dies quite fast. Сец. Сецким поставим сет с ним. Северин папа. What does papa even mean? Like dad? I don't think I'm gonna do foreshortening on this panel because it looks weird. And it takes quite a lot of space. I've done the foreshortening literally a page ago. Oh. Within my stream, there was already a Polish conversation going on. Probably because Ruby Choco Cookie is also Polish. And some of her friends are Polish too. That's why I probably got some Polish viewers here. I think I'm gonna do a little thing where I just push the mouth to a side. Yeah, like that. A craft day, huh? Yep, a craft day. No, craft day indeed. Come in. Dang it, I cannot space word day. I'm gonna respace this entire text overall. Oops. Hello, Moa. You're back. I'm doing a little finger massage. Well, that will first could send you some bad flashbacks. And I'm doing a little finger massage to my left hand. I will soon have the liner for Irving's redesign. Okay. Okay, now that I did page 54, I'm going to do the Alliance Forward page. Oops. There could be a possibility that I tested a stream from my tablet, cause why not? There's only gonna be a chance that there will be a Monday stream since I have a weekend at holiday for since I have a holiday for Monday because of upcoming exams. In the afternoon, I'm planning to do a live stream where I color Irving and drawing the birthday art for Abigail. Abigail is a character created by Blackberry Nina and a co-developer of Sturdy Crew. Oh, Romantic Legend. I might come to your stream, but I don't know. Afternoon at Shore Place has gotta be the equivalent to with the evening in mine. I think this liner is going to be usable for at the very least one more month or two. And I'm pretty sure that you can, that in big cities in Russia, you can find shops where you could buy some like a very thin fine liner. At my local shop for stationery, my dad bought like a 0.3 fine liner, but online I could buy a 0.5 fine liner. Quite thin, right? I don't know why Romantic Legend plays in Bob Camp's cut of Sven Hoek, but okay, sure, why not? Romantic legend plays in a Cheese Fizz commercial. As far as I'm aware, it's most likely a Cheese Fizz commercial. Yeah, Cheese Fizz commercial. I think when I actually start talking, that's where I have the most viewers. Which is quite weird, which also makes sense because it won't be interesting if you'd listen to absolute silence. April 2nd is Abigail's birthday, so the birthday article will be programmed. Programmed? How can you program a drawing? Is programming it like Plan out 7 or Satanic Star Plane? Kind of leaving the stream, I guess. I feel bored and I don't know what to say. Bye, Ruby. Canopy. Now that I've completed the page, I can now color it. Wait a minute, jeez.
God bless you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now that I've completed the page, I'm going to end the stream right here. And goodbye, everyone.